Let me ask you a question. Since you're from the islands, what is your view of a typical black woman, what you see coming over here?
Good question.
Trinity.
I feel like a lot.
The only reason why I asked that question is because when I asked the few people that I know that's from islands or from Africa or the Middle East, they say the first thing their view of a typical black woman is what they see on MTV.
From what I've seen of typical black women is that, and I'm not trying to strike a chord with anyone, but what I've noticed is that they're very hard on black men.
Hard as in
they don't give black men the appreciation that they should be shown.
Ooh.
Welcome back to the Five Kings podcast. We have that special guest with us, Trini. What's happening?
How you doing? How y'all doing?
Groovy.
Queen is in the building.
Exactly. Five Kings and the Queen.
Welcome. I'm your host, Mark Chill.
Love that.
The one and only AB, you know what I'm saying? Coming at you straight from Northside, Tucson, Arizona.
Trail, straight from Memphis, no Tennessee. Memphis is a whole country to state. Just Memphis.
Whole state.
Just whole state. That's what it is. So it might be even country. That's what some people might say.
I guess I'm Jeff. Government names, we throwing them out there. I'm from Afghanistan. If you don't know what that is, you're gonna look it up. Afghanistan. Afghanistan.
Surround the barber business, man. Detroit City, West Side all day.
All right. That was super fucking strange. All right.
Awkward.
Yeah. It's our first episode, right? So good. Trini, welcome.
Thank you.
Again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mental check, man. How's everybody doing?
I'll start it off.
Okay.
I'm 100. I feel great today. And I can't wait to get into this finale.
This is the season finale. Yeah, sorry. Season finale. We'll see how this goes. AB, how you feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm feeling about a good 8.59 right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything's in motion right now. Oh man, I'm feeling blessed, thankful, and I can't ask for much more. You know what I'm saying? Cheers to life. Cheers to life.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
See?
Solo cup.
I already spoke.
Damn.
You supposed to be.
Jay.
Hey man, I'm a dime piece because we got, 10 a key in the building. So I'm a dime piece. I'm a good 10. Like he says, I'm 1,000.
10 a key in the building.
Yeah. So I bet like that. And got Trini in here. We doing our thing.
Mm-hmm.
My man Trill.
Nashville.
Man, I'm a 10, man. Like I said, I always say, man, I was born with I was born in different type of neighborhoods, so I come with issues that it's my normal to go through issues, so I'm a 10. Right. Man, ain't no loss I can't take, I can't bounce from. You did.
Okay. I dig it.
I feel you.
Project, baby. So, all that.
Trini, how you doing?
I'm 1,000, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
I can't complain. Life is good. Got a great job. New place.
Right on.
I'm in a new
Congratulations.
city. Thank you very much. I'm blessed.
Let's take a sip for Trini.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trini, you know what I'm saying?
Two gulps, Trini.
Libation. It's communion. It's communion Sunday.
I heard you say new city. Where you coming from, or where were you coming from before here?
Living in Salt Lake City.
Utah.
Recently, flight attendant.
Nice, really.
I just recently left that profession. For personal reasons. It was a great job.
Oh yeah.
Just didn't fit my life.
Gotcha.
Now.
I dig it.
Hey, I think change is good, you know what I'm saying? I don't think anything's wrong with, making one adjustment from another, especially if you've been doing it for a while or whatever you was doing. So, you know what I'm saying? Cheers to that.
Well, where are you from, though?
I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago.
Nice.
You heard that accent kick up?
TNT.
You heard it?
TNT, that's right.
How long you been in the States for?
I've been in the States since I was 11 and a half, 12.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Parents brought you over, huh?
My dad brought me over, and I went into the Air Force as soon as I graduated, and that's what brought me to Tucson.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
Yeah.
took around.
Yeah.
Took town. I did stay. I mean, hey, what place in the world don't got no natural disasters, perfect weather all year?
You got that right.
You know, why wouldn't you stay?
I'll take 105 all
You know what
day.
I'm saying?
I wasn't supposed to be here as long as I've been here.
Thank
but
you. Say that again.
I'm
Right.
here.
Wasn't supposed to be as long as
You
we
know,
did.
my flight attendant job brought me out here to Phoenix, so now this is where I'm at.
Nice. Welcome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I'm a 9. I ain't gonna say 10. I'm a little frustrated because I've been watching film. You know what I'm saying? And in the film, I done picked up some things. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna hash it out. You know, unfortunately, you gonna catch some of what the couple of past guests
I'm cool. I'm ready
have
for whatever.
sparked in you, boy. But
I'm ready for whatever.
what are you've been here for since you were 11 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been all in Tucson, or Phoenix, sorry, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix and Tucson is basically the whole damn state.
Yeah.
And you was obviously in Salt Lake. So what are some of the contradictions, some of the issues that you heard being back in Phoenix? You know what I'm saying? This as far as the black community and, things of that sort. Men in general.
Men in general, well, from what I've noticed is that a lot of our black men are with, and I hope this isn't strike a chord with anybody,
Oh, it does.
but they're with white women. You know, that's what I've noticed being out, and I don't know what that's about, but I've been curious, to find out. And that's what I've noticed. That's what I've
First of all, has she offended anybody? Is anybody in the building with a white woman?
Not offended.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm not offended. I'm not offended at all.
I was gonna say you're talking to 5 guys that actually fuck with black girls. So we can't answer that specific question.
right.
Different
But-
nationalities.
What's that?
Or different nationalities,
But we date all around. We date whoever you like. It don't matter the race or whatever.
Exactly.
We don't.
Yeah, I mean, but you hear a lot of shit about, I don't like black women because of this. I don't like black women because of that. I don't date, So let's call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can date who the fuck you want to date. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with it. If they make you happy, then they make you happy.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the aspect of why I don't date black women is generally the general topic of of men. You know what I'm saying? For those men, I should say.
So I realized the town we currently live in is a college town.
Yeah.
You know?
Come Phoenix, Tempe.
Tempe, yeah.
So
Tucson.
let me say
So
this.
that's I'm talking about. We have ASU here.
Phoenix, Arizona,
So-
correct?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think it's this. From living in Tucson and knowing people from Tucson, especially my guy over here,
Mm-hmm.
Tucson is a college town for sure.
Mhm.
Raytheon, you got U of A, the best
You got the Air
college
Force.
in Arizona. Just so
Davis
you know.
Mountain.
Best college in
Mhm.
Arizona.
Is there?
Don't give a damn what no one else says. It's U of A. However, moving up here is a difference. It's a commuter city. So they commute. When U of A is more of a campus base, it's more of a community. Here it's like you said,
Everybody's
it's
from
more
everybody.
spread out.
It's more of a gumbo.
It's a gumbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight like that. So I don't know if it's really a college town. I think when you live in Tempe,
Well, I mean, that's beside the point as we being a college town. But you were saying that the fact of it being a college town, and there's a lot of, if I'm picking up what you're putting down,
Mhm.
right? There's a lot of racists on the college campus,
Correct.
and maybe not a lot of black women on the college campus
Not
itself.
that I've seen personally.
Okay, so it makes it more difficult to be able to. Am I on the right? Am I on the right page?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
just making sure I'm picking up what you're putting down.
No.
So you said what?
Right.
So I can understand.
So basically, on the college campus, like I went to Western Michigan, right? Western Michigan is primarily a white school, right?
Mhm.
You have a very large black population, so it makes it easier for black guys to date white women or women of other races, because there's a lack of options when it comes to the black
woman.
populace.
Yes.
jump
So
back in.
what we saying? So
Jump
I'm
back
lost. So what we saying?
She's saying that in Phoenix, you don't see a lot of
Niggas
black
mess
people.
with white women.
Yes, you see a lot of black men
So-
with white women.
So let's jump on that because we started off on this is a college.
Why are you stuck on the college time? They stuck on that. They stuck on that.
All right, so never mind this
Look,
That's my
look,
argument.
hey, man, say, man,
We
look,
have
check
ASU
this
here,
out.
so I feel like it's more of a college
Look.
child. It's Tempe,
I think what you're
area.
saying. I think what you're saying because you got ASU, which is in Tempe.
It's
but
the most thing.
You got Surprise, you got Glendale, you got Peoria, you got Chandler,
No.
you
You
got all
got
these
Chandler, Ahwatukee,
I'm a
South
nigga, right?
Phoenix.
I see niggas with white girls, I see niggas with black girls, I see niggas with Mexican girls, I see niggas with whatever.
As
I
a
also
nigga, that's
see,
what
I
you
also
see.
see black women with white girl, with white men.
I don't see too much. I ain't gonna lie, I don't see too
But
much.
as a
of that.
nigga, that's what we see.
Oh, I do.
Right? Oh, you do?
That's what we see.
From my point
From
of
a
view,
black
as a
woman's
woman,
point of view, though, this is what she sees.
this is what I see.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
The homie, say random homie come up and try to holler at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to talk to him, right? However you look with him. Say you ain't interested. Say appearance, because that's what you gotta go off of, right? You don't want to talk to him, right? He go talk to the next girl. She might be a different, not black, right? Would you be upset about that? He tried to come at you, right? Correct way, whoop the whoop. You feel what I'm saying? And you respect him.
First of all, I'm about to tell you.
No, hold on. You didn't want to be here.
To the king! To the king!
Hey, time out. Time out.
Wait a second.
Let him talk.
Let him talk,
Jeff.
Jeff.
It was
Let
her
him talk.
turn.
You gotta talk. You gotta talk.
I just want to so I can understand. The homie tried to come holler at you, right?
Action.
Right?
You said, no, you good. Whatever your reasons is, right? He go talk to the next girl, right? She might be a different, not even black, right? Whatever, nothing but something other than black, right? So he hit it off with old girl, right? So what's the issue?
Am I gonna be mad?
But I'm saying,
Is that your question?
is it?
Am I
Would it
gonna
be?
be mad?
Well, the question would be, would it be an issue to you?
No.
Okay, so would you put him in that category? Why you think the black guy talking to the girl that's not black when he trying to come up with you? He qualified to talk to you for his standards. You ain't want to mess with him, right? Don't tell him your parents how he came at you. He ain't come at you disrespectful. He came at with you on a normal note. You ain't want to talk to him for your reason, but he go talk to the girl that's non-black. Well, is he in your category with all these black guys talking to these different races? Well,
I got a question.
well, this is a bigger question. Well, let me say the bigger statement. Well, what if that's the case for all these black guys that's talking to females that outside their races, though?
So with that being said, and this is where I kind of come up with my own topic, is I'm not a typical black woman because I'm from the islands.
Okay.
You know, so I see things a little different.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is my
How do you see?
But we dealing with typical black women.
Baby.
We're dealing with
Elaborate.
typical black women. We're not dealing with the islands.
Define typical black woman.
Thank you.
You ain't running for Senate.
What's a
I need to
typical
know
black
that.
woman?
You ain't running for Congress.
Look.
There's some statement. Did you write in the court?
That's a very valid question. What's a typical?
What's a
black
typical
So
black
let me
woman?
explain.
And that's the question I have.
Okay,
Because I'm not from.
Let me answer that.
So what makes you what makes you unique?
What makes you mean unique? I'm from the islands. First of all, I was raised differently.
So how were you raised?
She's not raised on this Western civilization of coming up. You know what I'm saying?
What my brother told me in my ear was, I believe it's my turn.
Go ahead.
Let me say this. A typical black woman, I think the definition is a bad definition, but this is probably where people are going with this. They believe it's someone who is quote unquote basic, meaning there's nothing that stands out with that person. Meaning they, it's just a run of the mill, average lady.
We can't speak for the black. We can't speak for. I ain't trying to cut y'all. We can't speak for the black woman. P, that's the whole thing.
No, he's giving his definition, his own definition.
P, go ahead, P. Go ahead, P.
Look,
Go ahead, P.
so
Tag her in.
Go ahead, P.
it's all bad.
Give her my mic.
But what I'm saying is this. The only problem we got is this. The only problem we got going on is this. When you say you're not from here, you have to give us something besides you born in someone else that puts you apart. If you're customary general, let's say you're from I don't know, Nigeria. So you eat differently than we eat. Now the cultural difference is a difference. Like there's something that has to make you apart from the other side of things.
Well,
because if you don't have that accent, then I don't know you from Trinidad.
That's true.
And until you tell me, I see the tattoo,
But hold up,
but I don't know.
women, the way customs is, I'm not too familiar. but the way women are groomed versus American way is completely
That's what I was gonna say. Tag me in. She's right. Like culturally, island women are more. What's that called? Where you're real submissive. That's a good word. Yeah. What's that? Where you do stuff around the home, like
domestic.
They're more domesticated. So she's right. Island women, they're known for that. Like,
and I think that's a very good thing in itself. You know, a very good aspect in itself because it's just she's not like your typical black woman. And like you mentioned,
What's typical?
well, typical black woman is what you see.
You're Americanized black woman. You're American black woman.
What does
She's
that
not,
mean?
but she's not she's not westernized, bro. I can't explain what it
See, and
means.
that's what we
Tana
get to.
K.
If we can't define something, we got a
for
problem.
me personally, I'll explain it. We think differently. We don't think the same as Americanized or westernized.
Give us
women.
an
So give me an example.
Um,
Because I don't want to general.
so
It comes
let's
fundamental. Cook, cleaning, everything. Looking for your
Okay,
man. That's the difference.
Here's a good example. We had 6 women on this show over the last couple of weeks.
Queens.
Queens. 6 queens on this show for the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
And every single one of them said that they don't want to be domestic.
I mean, to each his own. You can't. Every woman is different. Every woman is different, but there are certain characteristics or traits that each woman have that make them typical.
But what is that? What's
So what's your difference?
Let me ask you a question. Since you're from the islands, what is your view of a typical black woman? What you see coming over here?
Good question.
Trinity.
I feel like a lot. This is tough.
The only reason why I asked that question
Let her
because when I
finish it.
asked the few people that I know that's from islands or from Africa or the Middle East,
Absolutely.
they say the first thing their view of a typical black woman is what they see on MTV.
From what I've seen of typical black women is that, and I'm not trying to strike a chord with anyone, but what I've noticed is that they're very hard on black men.
Hard as in
they don't give black men the appreciation that they should be shown.
Ooh.
Let me ask you a question. Go ahead. Yeah, finish.
Keep going. We gotta talk about sex too.
Keep going.
Sex is a real thing.
Keep going.
So what I mean is, we want, give us this, give us that, give us this, give us that, take care of us, take care of home, like, we want. But as soon as the black man, it's like,
I'm done. It's
Hey,
She ain't finished talking.
Because at the end of the day,
I ended up saying
she's right.
what's wrong,
I had something to say.
Hold on.
let her finish. I want her to finish,
I
man.
want her to finish. She has
Hey,
my attention.
King, I heard what you had to say, but I just want to hear
I
what
need
this
you to
queen
have
got
my
to say.
attention because I love what you said.
Because I had something
Could
to
you
say.
finish? Could she finish? Could you finish?
I want to know the difference from what the island girl would do. That's what I want to.
So, I mean, the island girl, so me personally, as an island woman, I am a very genuine, compassionate, loving, caring person. Don't get it twisted. If you fuck up, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, of course.
But at the same time, I'm still gonna be like, yo, I'm still take care of you because you my man. Like, you take
Even if
care
he
of me.
fumbles, the
take care of me for you. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I can go ahead and tag me in because girl, I got a question.
Tag me in.
You go right there. Slide this way. You slide this way.
Hey
I'm
y'all.
gonna give you my mic.
Cut.
Nashville.
So we brought in a special guest, another special guest, a previous guest, Radisha. Brunch is in the building.
A friend of the show.
Absolutely in front of the show.
So we left off at we talk about how black women are harder on
black
men than people that's not from America.
From an island girl's perspective.
Okay, from an island girl perspective. So we saying that black women are harder on men, right? I just want to understand.
Time out. Let me
Jeff
ask
has
you.
something to say. He's been has
Ladies
something
first.
to say. Go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
First.
Because I heard
Queens.
the question earlier, and I
Queens
just want
first.
to know: are you referring to
American black men, or are you talking about Caribbean black men? Because I think there's a difference.
I'm talking about American black men.
She's been here since she's 11 years old. I think she's first
Don't
up
speak for
there.
her. I'm
Well, I
talking
mean,
to her.
Thank you.
Let her keep going. Go ahead.
We know that as women, because we can identify as being women, right? And we can identify as being black.
Correct.
But the differences is that you are from Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm from America. So there's going to be some similarities yet differences on certain approaches.
Tadisha,
So I feel like we can.
let's have that conversation.
It's a
Wait,
difference.
wait. There's a difference, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. She ain't lying because I sat and edited. Give me a second, Jeff.
All right.
Sat and edited 6 episodes with junior girls, and every single one of them said, "I want to provide."
Yep.
All 6 of y'all said, "I want a man that provides. Can you provide for me if you
Different
ain't making them 80?"
Females
Wait,
think
Hold
sex
on, man. Hold on, man.
is the way to provide.
If a man don't make
That don't mean shit to me. Oh my bad.
If a man don't make an 80 to 100, he can't provide for me.
Only
He
one
can't-
person said that.
He can't take care of him. He can't take care of me.
Only one person said that.
Salary on it 'cause I
You
know.
didn't. You didn't specifically. But
Only
this
one
is,
person
I'm
said
sorry. I'm just generalized the 6. Okay. Y'all talked about, oh well, we take care of the books and things of that sort. But at the end of the day, as a man, we are normal providers, right? Inside or outside of a relationship, I'm a provider, right? I'm gonna take if we go out as a friend, I'm
Now,
gonna protect you.
I kind of disagree with that. While it says in the Bible, yes, you're supposed to be a provider. Me, from the islands, we are raised to be I was raised to be very independent. I'm the type that I want to have my own. I want to be established before a man come along and be like, yo, I gave you this or I did this for you. Like, that's me as an islander.
Right.
Is there a balance when you're in a relationship,
go,
though?
bro?
I get that. If you,
Go
go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff.
I want you to
Listen,
go.
I'm the voice of reason, so I try to be respectful of everybody's.
Jeff, go ahead.
Everybody
About
else.
being
Yeah, I'm
respectful
throwing
is
shade and
fine. I'm keeping it
everything.
real.
You heard me? I'm throwing shade and everything. So, what I'm saying is this. I think right now there is a black woman versus black man conversation. I think our society has based it. I think it's been here since slavery. I think it's a long, long road of how come we can't talk to each other? Because let me finish. There's so many different things and so many different obstacles that come up that we're not communicating against, that when someone else comes into the mix and they see us at odds, they can see it off top and be like, damn, well, if you do this and you do this, y'all may be able to figure shit out. Because you're outsider looking in a lot of times. And I think that's the conversation that we're not having.
I think you're right. I disagree on the aspect of it being since slavery because we're not talking about light skin versus dark skin, right?
Did I say that?
You said from slavery.
But you didn't let me expand on that?
What I'm referring to is the aspect of,
Look,
like Trill said, this ain't the 50s,
Bruh.
right? 50s,
Look.
60s,
Bruh.
we have.
Bruh.
Look.
Bruh.
It's a little bit more
But let
primitive.
me-
Go ahead.
let me
Go ahead.
get
It's a little bit more
back.
primitive
If we
than
go-
that to me.
Listen, it's through the ages. If we start there, we can talk about how we separate the home, how we have things,
Bro.
and when you take one person from one plantation to another. Let me
Bro.
just keep going. Let me just keep going with
Go
all
ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
You go from one plantation to another, and then you pull the black man out the house that's going to the 80s and 70s, what we're going to do, and you can't get things in establishments because you need something else out. I mean, there's a lot of things we can use.
I get what you're saying. You don't know where you're going, so you know where you've been. But where we
Right.
are right now is the
Look.
actual climate,
Look,
right? This is the climax. of it.
Because it's
Let me jump in
society
here.
has put this here for us to not be
No, it's
together.
got worse.
I want to hear Tennessee talk.
Look.
Tennessee, what's up?
This is what it is,
Me
right?
or Memphis?
Yo,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I want to hear yo.
This is what it is, right? I don't know how we got here, but we here now.
Okay.
Women think that because we in relationships, it's a sex, right? Despite what the woman might say, what the male might say, because it's a sex thing, you looking provider for a dude to do more than that and that. It comes down. That's the basic concept of everything.
But take sex out of the equation.
But that's what it is to women though.
It's not.
That's what it is to women though. And it comes down to
It's
sex.
not.
You won't, if you're an individual, you're a human being on this earth. You A, and I'm A, right? What's the difference? Right? The whole body's different. We have sex, right? The difference is a woman expect a dude to pay all this because it comes down to because of how my penis.
It's not.
I have a
it's-
penis and she has something different.
It's
But that's what it comes down to.
But it ain't.
That's what it
it's
comes
not
down to.
about-
Bills.
else.
It's not about having sex.
It's about sex. It's about sex. It come back to sex. It come back to sex.
Oh, so hold on.
Okay.
So
Your basis is sex. The root is for female sex. I want to provide it. It comes down to sex.
Okay, so let me add these two things in.
No.
I think you're
It
trying to
comes
say.
down to sex.
Are you saying the penetration because we have?
Are you going to have the action of having sex? Or you talking about just like the
I'm talking about from my belief,
The
right?
species.
I'm talking about the species. I'm talking about my belief.
Okay, so
A woman think a man should do all of these, right?
But here's
When it comes down to just basic format,
but
sex.
here's
Lick
why.
the pussy.
But here's why.
That's
I'm gonna
sex.
tell you
No,
why.
man.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
Over the course of history, who's been the ones in power?
Man.
Women.
Men.
No, bro.
No. Men
Man,
have
that's
power.
We ain't got no.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all got power, y'all just don't know how to use it.
I'm paper man.
You've always had kings,
Right?
right?
On paper.
You've had queens, but you only make a queen
Diminished. When she's
exactly.
with the king.
They're always lower than the king.
Right.
The hierarchy has always been the man has been on top,
Factually
right?
correct.
And if the
Then
man is on top,
explain chess, man.
Hold on, let him finish.
if the man is on top, he controls everything, right?
Okay,
Now
facts.
he has the option on who he chooses as a queen. A queen can be made. A king cannot.
That's the difference. Women choose who they date. Niggas choose who they marry. That's the conversation. That's balls in there.
That's what I just
A
said.
woman choose who they date. A nigga choose they marry.
It's
I can date. You can choose to date me, but I can choose to marry. That's the complication.
A man-
We're talking about bills.
A man
We're
chooses.
talking about bills.
Well,
We're
let's
talking
talk
about
about
what women
business.
think this and shit.
But a
Let's talk
man,
about
that's what I'm
business.
saying. A man chooses who he marries. A man chooses his queen.
Right. The women
Right.
choose who they date.
That's not a fucking queen.
But it's
That's
still
not a queen.
But you date more than you date.
At the end of the day, exactly. At the end of the day, if you ain't married, that ain't your queen. When she's your queen, yes, you still gonna provide all that other bullshit.
Why are we not a queen because of who we choose to date? Why does that not?
Because at the end of the day, when you're dating, you're basically interviewing for the fucking job.
You
But that
niggas
does
think
not
sex
make
don't
us
matter.
queens.
Sex
You
matter.
could be a-
Sex matter, nigga. You look.
Okay,
That shit come back to
that's
sex.
That's what I'm
getting
saying.
it,
What
but-
I'm talking about is
I
okay.
think we need to just scale back because
We
we
need to.
ain't got that's off.
We
task
ain't even
to
touched
me.
it one
That
time.
ain't nothing to do with what you said and what
We done bounced
the
around.
voice of the people.
What all y'all saying, what y'all women say, come back to sex. Primitive.
No.
I don't give a fuck how y'all sugarcoat it.
Well, let's go
put
back.
a head over it.
Let's first.
Present
Sex
it
ain't the
up.
number one, man.
It ain't number one.
So
But women think it's
Trill.
niggas not number one.
Let me ask you a question.
To women, it ain't number one.
Yes, it is. That's
No,
why
it's
they
not,
mindset
bro.
it.
Don't ask Trell nothing.
Trill.
Please don't ask Trell nothing.
No.
I promise
I'm
sex
gonna
ain't
ask
number
you a
one.
question. You talk about paying the bills, right? So that's what you give. That's what you give. She talked about take, right? Receive. American woman. That's what you give. What do you get? Because if we break this whole shit down, Trell's complaint ain't about the fact that he's giving. It's the fact that he ain't getting. So what ain't you getting?
Hold on, what are you talking about? What you come over and say I ain't getting shit?
I know what you.
What I ain't getting? What are you talking about?
Because at the end of the day, any relationship is give and take.
What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying is.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed. Any
Don't mean it
successful.
is.
Any
I'm
successful.
getting bills.
Look,
Any successful relationship.
I'm getting fucked.
But what?
Last bill.
ideology, right? Ideology. I'm talking about the root of it, right? I'm talking about the root of it, right?
I believe it's A/B turn.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna try to finish,
Look, I'm talking
man.
about ideology, right? All this shit. Look, I'm gonna tell you
I
something.
think you got way off topic.
Okay, so this is another thing. It's a part
So
of
what's
it.
the topic,
But what I'm
bro?
saying is, the root of it, right? Well, women think men should do all of this, would do, will pay this, will do. It comes from down. It's come down because it really is sex, right?
Wait.
She said
It's not sex, bro.
And you're a single person, right? You a single person, right? And you a good looking person, right? And you can see us a good. You ain't got to worry about no sex. You gonna get a hoe. I'm sorry. You gonna get a woman. You gonna get a woman, right?
You gonna get a hoe because
That's what you gonna get.
You gonna get a bitch,
The
woman,
terminology-
whatever carries
you gonna
around.
get somebody that's temporary.
The
No,
terminology.
you don't have to get nobody temporary.
I'm a-
You can get who you want if you look good enough
Bruh.
and you come correct.
Can we
That's what I'm saying though. This
You
reality.
can't go cooking
Y'all
for
talking.
you.
Look,
Thank
y'all
you.
Hang your ass back.
Just because you look
You
good
can't
every
bully
My
time.
biggest thing, no. My biggest thing with y'all, right? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stop.